So feelings and thoughts. So we just left oncology. Well, we're still in the parking lot. Had our appointment, and so cancer markers are doing awesome, doing great. Dr. Fed was pretty clear that this is something I'm gonna have to do the rest of my life. The reason why we're not doing surgery is because there's too much cancer, lymph nodes, colon,
your whole
liver. There's too many lesions on the liver. So he said it's not optional to go in and cut everything out. He said he can get me to, you know, he's positive we can get me to normal cancer numbers, below normal, 4, less than 4, in your cancer count. So.
But he said that you're not curable.
Yeah, but they told us at the beginning that I was uncurable. So.
He said you only have 5 years.
Well, he said, but he also said that technology is changing all the time, and in 5 years things could be different. But he said at some point the chemo is going to be ineffective, and so we can be aggressive, we can do all these different things, and I'm responding and I'm doing well. But even after 6 months, still staying with treatment, doing things to keep cancer regressed. And so he said we can get, you know, I can get to remission, but the cancer at some point could come back. You know, even if they get the PET scan where there's no cancer showing up on the liver, there's still cancer there, and it could come back and cause problems. So
and that chemo's gonna stop working.
Yeah, but he also said that technology is advancing to the point where, you know, things could turn and take a different, you know, take a turn for the better for us. But he also said, you know, he goes, you're a man of faith, and so miracles can happen. He goes, it's not his job, and he was pretty clear. He goes, I can't talk in miracles, I can only talk in science and data. Or he didn't say science and medical data, something along that lines. That he can only talk in what he knows.
He said people that are in your same situation and their outcomes.
Yeah, but things are going well as far as treatment-wise, and he's still expecting great results come the PET scan. But even after the 6 months, the normal treatment, he wants to see, you know, he said you could take breaks from chemo, you could do different things like that. He goes, but, you know, Rocky Mountain Oncology is going to be a part of my life for the rest of my life. And is pretty much what he said, right? Which is fine. We're going to do what we got to do to stay alive. We're going to do what we got to do to keep going forward, maximizing life, enjoying life. You know, but it was a little bit of a gut check to, I guess not gut check, but gut punch to hear.
You only have 5 years?
Yeah. But the other thing too, so, and I you know, I am a person of faith. So God's done all this in me, and my body's responded great to treatment, and it could respond to the point. I mean, he said remission, and we know people that have made it to remission and they're doing fine, that have had cancer like me. So that's where it's at.
The difference is, he said we caught it way too late and you were way too far along.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's over. I am not conceding anything. Definitely a little bit emotional right now, but I'm not conceding anything as like, okay, this is what's going to happen. In my opinion, what I've seen is God bless and do something awesome in my life, and I can't help but think that there's a purpose and a plan behind it that isn't, you know, dying in 4 years, so 5 years. I got hope that we can get, I know we're going to get to remission, and when we get to remission, I'm just going to keep doing what they tell me to do here, but praying and trusting and asking the Lord just to keep working in my life. That's all I can do. And it was I don't know, it was a little hard, but it was hard, but it was, I don't know, it wasn't hopeless. So Dr. Fahad was very honest, but, and he was also a little hopeful for it, you know. Anyway, but that's kind of where things are at, and they're gonna call me here sometime soon. I gotta have a scan on my port,
No, we're still not doing chemo yet because they don't know if they can access the port, right?
So, yeah, that's what they're going to call me. Casper Hospital is going to do a scan on my port.
On Friday.
Yeah, potentially Friday. And then if the things are working fine with the port, then we'll be back on chemo Monday. If not, that means they're going to have to put the port on the other side of my chest. So, just the way it is. But, got to do what you got to do. You know, I'm going to keep my head up as much as possible. You know, hearing that today was a little bit of a gut check, a little bit of a just kind of like, oh wow, that's not fun. But because my concept, you get to remission, you're fine, you know, and Lord willing, the cancer doesn't come back. But what he's saying is we can get you to remission, but the cancer's there, and the chemo could stop working, and then the cancer could come back. So, and he goes, but at that point, we would switch up type of chemos that we're doing and try to find something that works. And like MJ was telling us up there, that there was a guy, they went through 11 different drugs or 10 different drugs before they hit the 11th, and then the 11th just started working great. And so right now everything's working great in my life, and just got to keep hoping that it stays working great. And at least I've been given time, and to me that's what's important. Life's not over. I'm not laying in a hospital bed. I have time. And so
he made it pretty clear in 5 years it was.
No, he said typically. All right, well, that's where things are at. YouTube, social media, people watching. It was hard to hear, but I still have faith, and I'm a man of faith, and that's something that I have to hold on to. Just because, you know, medical says one thing doesn't mean that's God's plan. So, all right, we'll talk to you guys later.
I literally just said be quiet. So after our rough morning, we decided we just needed to get out with the kids and just, I don't know, spend some family time. We went down to the lake, they played at the park, took a few snacks. We decided for dinner we're just going to go get ice cream and french fries for dinner.
It's not healthy, but
no,
it's good for the soul sometimes.
Sometimes you just need to spoil yourself, spoil the kids. And we're going to go home and watch a movie and relax and just spend time together. But we've talked a lot today. We're feeling, you know, we're getting our optimistic.
Well,
I don't know the word.
Talking to other people that are survivors, you know,
Lincoln stuff.
Some of the things that they've said about what the doctors have told them, you know what I mean, has helped out a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just where we're at. We'll give more updates when we can, but right now we're just gonna go spoil the kids because that's what we need to do as a family.